Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. After rising for 7 consecutive trading days, Realty Income stock had a red closing trading day and the trading volume increased. Is the stock price starting to reverse? From its recent low of $50.65 on April 17th, its stock price has risen 6%. More than 6.8 million shares of the stock traded Friday, an increase of 42% compared to the previous day. I checked the recent news related to Realty Income and found no major negative news about the company. The sudden increase in trading volume at this level does not feel good. We see points A and B on the 30-minute chart. The trading volume was concentrated in the afternoon, and there was also a large volume at the last minute. However, the stock price fell that day. Both the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Index closed in the green on Friday. However, the performance of real estate stocks was very dull that day, and it felt that the stock might enter a downward trend next. However, the stock price will be affected by many factors, and we need to do an overall analysis to predict the next trend of the stock. First, let's take a look at the latest ratings data from analysts on the stock. 5 analysts have issued their latest ratings for Realty Income stock with 12-month price targets. 3 analysts have assigned a hold rating and 2 have assigned a buy rating. The highest price target given by 5 analysts is $65. The lowest price target is $56. The average price target is $59. Based on the current stock price of $53.71, this means that the stock will have 10% room for growth in the future. The stock doesn't have much growth potential in the long term, does it? But 5 analysts have overall positive sentiment on the stock. In the REIT retail sector, Realty Income's main rivals all fell on Friday. Simon Property fell 0.26%, Kimco Realty fell 0.22%, Regency Centers fell 1.32%, NNN REIT fell 0.66%, and Brixmor Property Group fell 0.23%. Different industries in the real estate field are differentiated. REIT Retail was down 0.31%, REIT Diversified was down 0.51%, REIT Specialty was down 0.4%, REIT Industrial was up 0.1%, REIT Residential was up 0.48%, and REIT Healthcare Facilities was up 0.82%. However, all 3 major indexes closed in the green on Friday. The S&P 500 rose 1.02%, Dow Jones gained 0.4%, and the Nasdaq Composite gained 2.03%. Some real estate industry stocks rose along with the Dow Jones Index this week. But the performance of the last 2 trading days has not been good. Some investors may be waiting for the latest earnings reports from real estate companies. Expectations of interest rate cuts from the Federal Reserve are also affecting the industry. Real estate stocks suffered a broad sell-off from investors on Thursday and opened with big losses, but were pulled back strongly by bulls. However, some stocks fell back on Friday. The strength of the short selling appears to be slowly gaining strength. Let's take a look at the capital inflow and outflow data of Realty Income stock as of April 26th. While continuing to rise, funds also continued to flow in net. Net inflow on April 25th was $19 million. Net inflow on the 25th was $18 million. However, considering the stock's price decline and increased trading volume on the 26th, the net inflow of $18 million may be in the opposite direction. Another thing to note is that more than 6 million shares were also traded on April 23rd, but there was a net outflow of $12 million. In the following 2 trading days, its stock price increased slightly. Feels like bears are gaining strength. In fact, it is difficult to accurately judge the flow of funds. This is just my opinion. I will continue to pay attention to this stock and bring you the latest analysis. Please subscribe to my channel. For Realty Income, high borrowing costs arise as expectations of a rate cut from the Federal Reserve weaken. This also has a certain negative impact on the company. With more than 15,000 properties, Realty Income is the largest player in the net lease space with a globally diversified portfolio. Such a large-scale investment portfolio can ensure its stable quarterly revenue growth, but it also restricts its growth rate. But the company is very generous. With a historically high dividend yield of 5.8% and approximately 3 decades of annual dividend increases, many investors still prefer this company's stock. Most recently, the company declared a monthly dividend of $0.257 per share for April. The company recently completed an accretive acquisition of real estate investment trust Spirit Realty. At the same time, the combined company will generate more excess free cash flow after paying dividends, providing it with free capital to fund accretive transactions. The company expects to acquire about $2 billion in real estate this year without obtaining any additional financing. Let's go back to the Realty Income 30-minute chart. In the short term, the stock appears to be facing pressure from short sellers. A huge trade at point A could be a bearish signal, but it may not fall too much, and point C is a strong support position. Price performance next Monday will be key to this forecast. On May 6th, the company will release its quarterly financial report, and we will continue to pay attention. That's it. The above is my analysis. If you have different ideas, please leave a message below. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. See you in the next video.